could hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one. As our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants. On one sideline, we've got to look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. This guy's playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. Facing off with him here, Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Glad to have you with us, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call. That is punter Jack Fox with the honors here. And we're off from MetLife. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And hey, we see out under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So the Giants have getting set for their first drive. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Caught by the open man. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Dart setting in the throw here. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Stepping up, and he's going to run.
Jackson Dart on the scramble. 16 yards on
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
36-yard line.
Dart's going to tuck it and run. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 8 on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 19.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He can run it. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Giants have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Fox now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's tackled for a short gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hauled in again, it's Bowers. We got the football clock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Here's start now. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. To throw, here's Dart. Setting up the running back screen. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Nickel set here from the Raiders, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Darts back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Dart going to throw again. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Cut out left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. He slides down inside the 5-yard line. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, here's Dart. to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
For his running back, incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Dart now against the blitz. And is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up third down. Dart looking to throw. And he's got it! Has a way out for it, but touchdown! The Giants pull that in front further, 13-zip. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14.
14. Raiders nothing.
Fox now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. It's time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Running down the left side. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders start to fight back for their first points of this game. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here goes Dart to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
From the contact.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down now. Here's Dart. Finds the in route complete. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down. The Giants are set to punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. First down now, ball at the 33. They're going play action. That's complete to the back, Anderson Genty. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Here's Luke for the point after. No problems on the extra point there. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. It's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Looking now from the gun. He finds Neighbors right side. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Yards on the play. And the Giants
On 1st and 10. Here's Starks. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling. Like a great boxer, you never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Trying the right side. Another small 4-yard chunk there. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York.
That's another Giants first down.
Going on 1st down. It starts. Throw is caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Brought in. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
With the gun this time, here's Dart. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
Running out of chances. Here's 3rd and goal. Dart setting in the throw here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. This winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. We're going to keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Another give here to Jency. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Throwing here just before halftime. He put everything he had into this one. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty, so now we get an untimed down.
A 30-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much.
Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end right. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Jukes away from one. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One play action with Darts. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They send a receiver in motion right. Now Dart. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Back to throw, here's Dart. He's got it right side. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd and 3 now.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. For the Raiders, 9-yard line.
Back from the pistol. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
17. Jack Fox.
Fox now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Straight ahead with Genty. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Throwing off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas. Angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And off to Genty. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. A tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down. Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Pass play coming here. Short pass brought in. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll throw for it. He finds it beyond the marker. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. And we'll need to pause for an injury here, and this is the last guy you want hurt. Justin Jefferson, the player being tended to. New set of downs for him from the 31. They go play action on 1st down. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking in the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And he puts some air under this one, right side. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders start the second half with some needed points.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Raiders leaving the offense out there. They want to add 2 more to that touchdown.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Catches it at the 1. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. New York to the line. 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Dart. Ball given by Mooney. Left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
He's going to tuck it and run. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by Nakobe Dean. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Dart. Got a man and Neighbors has it. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Dart's going to tuck it and run. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up. Only a yard on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. So we're through 3 here. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Complete out to the right side. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Third down, they need 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Third and long, ready to throw. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. Punting unit out now. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And that last impressive touchdown drive, well, I'll have to see if they can repeat that. They're backed up again to start this one. On 1st down, Genty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 22. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
2 yards.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Setting up to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Raiders 1st down.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They're looking to throw. Has a man on target to Thornton. They're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This is Genty on 2nd. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Raiders down by only 3. Here's Tyler Luke in a high-pressure spot. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Looking good, and it's through. And they've tied it up late in the fourth.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. There's a dive up the middle. And that effort yields them about 3 yards there. Second down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hop, go. Set up.
He'll look to throw it. Called in left side. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Escapes the defender. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Down the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They give it to him again. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Here he is to throw. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good for a New York first down. Here's Spencer Schrader. A lot riding on this field goal try. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. This game now resting on the leg of Spencer Schrader. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Well, I'll tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.